Yes. So in the last class, I have shared one link where in that link a video is there. How to get your system ready to work with your OpenGL. So we are learning like what is the use of OpenGL and all. I hope you all are clear with that. OpenGL is used to design your 2D and 3D objects into your onto your, like it will help us to designing those objects. But OpenGL will not provide you a window option, and we cannot connect our keyboard and mouse to the OpenGL software. So what we need to do is we need to have some libraries there, like we need to have a mediator where we can have, because without window and interface we cannot work with that. So to design that one, to connect your OpenGL to your keyboard, windowing options and all, we need to have a mediator, like libraries should be there, and that can be done by our JOGL. JOGL is nothing but Java OpenGL libraries. Okay, so we are learning our OpenGL programming through Java. So for that we have used this JOGL. I hope you have installed your system with these softwares. Uh, I am using Windows operating system, and in that I have installed the Eclipse software, and I have installed this JDK 10 version, and also the JOGL zip files, whatever is required. I have downloaded those four things and I have connected that one with the OpenGL. How to do this process and all, I hope you all have gone through that video. Could you finish that, all of you? Yes, thank you. So today we'll see theoretically some, like what are all the interfaces that are available in JOGL. Using these interfaces, I'll be showing you what are all the interfaces and classes that we are going to use. Okay, using these interfaces and classes, we are going to design the window, and because these classes and interfaces will support some methods and constructors. And I hope you all know these terminologies, like what is nothing but an interface, what is nothing but a class, right? Interface is nothing but it will be having the object like declaration part only, like method declaration part only. Your classes can implement that method declarations, and we can have our own definition for that methods, and all the methods in the interface should be defined in the implemented class. I hope you know that. And class is nothing but a collection of some methods and all, and there are some predefined classes, and we can create the objects for that classes, and we can use the methods available in that class, and we can use the constructors available in that class. So in today's class, I'll be showing you what are all the JOGL interfaces we are going to use, and what are all the classes we are going to use, and in that particular class what are all the methods and constructors are there. Okay, so the basic interfaces, we have two interfaces that are provided in the JOGL. First interface is GL Event Listener interface, and the second one is GL Auto Drawable interface. Remember why we are using these interfaces and classes is we want to connect our OpenGL to our window option. Like on a, you want to have a window, on that window you want to see your output, and also you want to give your input through the keyboard and all those things. Okay, so we'll be having GL Event Listener and GL Auto Drawable interface. These two interfaces are available, and these two interfaces are available in a package called javax.media.opengl package. So you need to import this package if you are using these two interfaces. Okay, so we'll see in detail what are all the methods that are defined, now not defined, methods that are declared in these interfaces. And whenever you are using these interfaces in our class, we are going to implement this either GL interface, or you need to implement, or you can implement both the things. Okay, so if you are implementing these things, you need to define the methods what are all there in these interfaces. So here the first one is GL. What is the first one? This is the first one, GL Event Listener Interface. So if you see GL Event Listener Interface, in this we have four methods. Okay, so these are all the four methods. First method is display method, and it is in this display method you need to create an object of GL drawable, auto drawable. That is one more interface. That interface method object should be created. That means you need to extend that one, and you need to do that one. And then you have one more method, GL display changed. You need to have an init method. Okay, this will be called immediately after the OpenGL context is initialized. So it will be called automatically. Okay, and then we have a reshape method. Remember, you need to write down the code, like you need to implement or you need to write down the definitions for all these methods in your class, whichever is implementing this interface. If you don't want to write, you need to simply put empty statements also, but it should be defined in the subclass. Okay. The second one is, the second interface is GL auto drawable interface. In this also we have four methods available. These are all the four methods. I'll show you through the code how we are going to use this. Okay, so these are all the four methods. Now the classes that we are going to use are, these are all the classes: GL Canvas class, GL JPanel class, GL Profile class, and GL Capabilities class. So all these classes are like we need to use. I'll show you what is the class hierarchy, and also we are going to use four classes and we are going to use two interfaces. Okay. So we'll see one by one. The first class, GL Canvas class, and this Canvas class is used to like in this class we are going to this class has been implemented in like by this GL auto drawable. So you can see here the class hierarchy. Okay, you can see here the GL Canvas class is available in AWT component. Okay, it is a AWT component. I told in the last like video you might have gone through that, like you can have use Swing components, you can use AWT components, whatever you are flexible with. You can see here Canvas class is a AWT component. So in this Canvas class, we have the same package can be used. We have these constructors available in the Canvas class, and we have these methods available in this. I hope you know the difference between the constructor and a method. So whenever you're creating an object, right? So if you want to initialize some initial values, then this constructor can be called automatically at the time of object creation. Okay, so if you want to call a parameterless constructor, you can go with this one. If you want to use parameterized constructor, you can go with this one. And these are all the three methods that are there in the GL Canvas class. And the second class that we have is GL panel class. It is a Swing component. And this is these are the two constructors that are available there. And these are all the three methods that are available in the that one. But remember, GL Canvas and GL panel. Panel is a Swing component and Canvas is a AWT component. Okay. And the next class is Profile class, and it is used to tell what type of particular OpenGL version you are using. Okay, what type of OpenGL interface versions you are using. We have GL2, GL3, GL4. So whatever you are using, you need to provide that there. So how can you provide that one? You can see here an example. You need to use GL profile dot get method you need to use, and in that you need to provide a method like an argument should be GL2 or GL3, whatever you are going to use, that interface version you need to specify here. Okay, and the next one is GL capabilities, and it is used to provide like you are going to specify the capabilities of the object using this method. What is this method? GL capabilities method. Okay, and here you are going to tell what is the color, what is the depth, such things. If you want to define, you need to you can define by using these capabilities. So these are all the basic things, like these are all the classes in that class, these are all the methods, and we have these interfaces. But I'll tell you what is a step-by-step process to create a frame. So now I'll show you what are all the steps, and practically also I'll show you how to write down the code. Okay. So if you want to create a basic JOGL basic frame using Eclipse, in that Eclipse you are going to do, like you all know what is nothing but a frame. A frame is nothing but you will be having a small window, and on that window you will be having a title and a border. Okay, and it also contains, we can add components like labels, buttons, text boxes, everything. Now we are going to add things like lines, circles, ellipse. How to do that one also we can do. See, using your simple Java graphics programming also we can do. Like we can use draw line, draw rectangle. Those methods can also be used, which are nothing but as part of applets concept. But we are going to use our OpenGL concepts where how to draw those things we are going to learn. Okay. So always remember, whenever we want to design, today's class we are going to learn only how to create a window, like how to create the frame itself. Later from the next class onwards, we are going to learn on that frame how to add all these out components, how to perform the transformations and all. Okay. Now you can see here the steps that are to be followed. The first step is we need to create first we need to create a Java project. You all know that in the Eclipse we are doing that. You can use NetBeans also. Okay. And after that we need to add the required jar files. How to do that one, it is already told in the last class, but still now as an example I'll show you once again. Right? And the second step is we need to create one Java class and we need to import the required packages. After that, we need to prepare the canvas, and on that canvas, we need to add the frame. We need to create the frame. Okay. And if the frame will be like a small window will be displayed, if you want, you can view that frame in the full screen also. These are the 5 steps we need to follow, which is common for all the programs. What are the steps? Create one Java program, like we need to create one Java project and all the required jar files need to be added. And after that, we need to create one class in that Java project and its required packages to be imported. The third step is we need to create the canvas, and on that canvas, we need to create the frame. And if you want, you can go with the 5th step also, where the frame can be made to be visible in the full screen. All right then. So you can see here, because you are familiar with how to create the project and how to add the libraries and all, because it is already told in the first video. This is the second step onwards I'm going to make you understand. What is the second step? You need to create the Java class and import the required packages. So what is the thing we are going to implement is GL event listener interface we need to import. Parallelly, I'll show you the program also. You can see here. I hope you can see all of you. See here, we are going to implement. This is my class, public class. My class name is basic frame. Any name can be given to this one. And I'm implementing GL event listener. That is what the step is given. We need to create one class. In that class, we are going. My class is basic frame class. Okay. And I'm going to implement this event listener. Are you following all of you? Yes. So event listener interface you are doing. So whenever you are using event listener interface, in that I have shown you 4 methods are there. What are they? Display method, dispose method, init method, and reshape method. So if you want, you can have your own code for that one. But if you don't want to have, you can put an empty, like empty parentheses, curly braces like this. Okay, but it is required. Why? Because whenever you are implementing an interface, all its methods should be defined in its subclass. These statements you all know, like what is nothing but an interface and all. Okay, that is the first thing you need to do. What is that one? Create a class that implements event listener interface. So this is the first step we have done. Okay. The second step is implement all 4 methods: display, dispose, reshape, init. That is what I have done here. You can see here void display, void dispose, void init, and void reshape. 4 methods are given, but I have not written any code in that one. I have kept that one in the comment lines. That's it. I don't want to write any code for this one. Right? Next one is now the third step is we need to prepare the canvas. Now to prepare the canvas, the first thing is we need to construct an object of GL profile class where you need to specify the exact version of GL. So this is the first step. So in the third step, I think you all can see here in the main method, this is the interface we have implemented from here. I have written all those 4 methods. After that, in the main method, you need to first write down the profile, version which you are using. You can see here, you need to use GL profile class. So I have used GL profile class and the object name I have given is profile. Any name can be given and GL profile dot get method can be used and you need to tell the version which you are using. I have given GL2. Any version can be used. Okay. GL2 version is given. That is your first step. After that, what you need to do, the same thing. I have given the example here. Next step is you need to specify the capabilities of the object by passing this GL profile object. That means you need to use GL capabilities like this. And the object name, let us consider cap. You need to pass an argument, whatever GL profile object you have created, that has to be passed as an argument to this constructor. You can see this in the code itself. So this is the first step we have done. And coming to this step, so GL capabilities, I have created an object of this one. This is the object. And to this object, what you need to pass? You need to pass the name. What is the name? This GL profile object, whatever you are creating, that object need to be passed. This is the second step. All right. The third step is construct GL canvas now. Now you need to construct a GL canvas object. One object is to be constructed, and whatever GL capabilities object you have created, that has to be passed as a parameter. So GL canvas, you are creating one object, and to this constructor you are passing this one. So let us see in our code how we have done that. So you have created this one. And now we are creating the canvas, GL canvas. I am creating my own object, GL canvas. And to this one, we need to pass the cap object. Which object you need to pass? Whatever capabilities, GL capabilities class object you have created, that you need to pass the parameter as a parameter. It's everything is like hierarchical. Like you can see, GL profile object has to be passed to the GL capabilities, and GL capabilities object has to be passed to the GL canvas. Right, all of you? And the next method is you need to implement add event listener to add event listener with the GL class. So how that is done? Okay. Now, for my defined, this is my class, basic frame, right? My user defined class. So in this class, main method is there. And for that class, I have created one object. Okay. Now to this object, I want to add the event listener. So you need to use GL canvas, whatever object you have created for GL canvas. Using that object, you call a method called add event listener, because to this frame only you want to add the event. So the method that is available is add event listener. Okay. And you need to pass your class object as a parameter to that one. Okay. So to this canvas, you need to set the size also. That is what the next step is. You need to set the size. You need to tell what is the size of your canvas. So 400 I have given. All right. Now this canvas is created. Now this canvas has to be added to your frame, isn't it or not? So you need to first create a frame using a frame class. I have created frame class object is also frame. And to this frame, I have given a title called basic frame. So this will be displayed on the title, whatever is there. After that, what we need to do? You need to add whatever GL canvas like you have created, to which you have connected your frame, and the size is also set. This GL canvas object has to be passed to the frame. Like you need to add that one to the frame, and now you are setting the frame size, and you need to make it as a visible. If you are not making it as a visible, it will not be displayed. I hope you all are clear with the flow of thing. First, you need to prepare the canvas. For preparing the canvas, you need to first tell the GL profile class what is the object, what is the version, and that object has to be passed to the capabilities, and that capabilities has to be passed to the GL canvas class. Okay, and then you need to add to this GL canvas object the events like to your class you are going to do that, and also you need to set the size. Now after this, you need to connect this canvas to your frame. To do that, these things we have already done. Is this clear, all of you? Practically, I'll show you how to do this one. All these steps are clear to you all? All right. Now what we'll do is, let me show you how to do the things using the editor. Okay. So what I'll do, open your Eclipse editor, all of you. And in this editor, let us create a new Java project. That is what the first step told. So I will be creating one Java project, and let me give the Java project name as fifth. Any name can be given. It's up to you. I have given fifth. And remember, whatever version you are using, I have installed 10, JDK 10. So that has to be connected with this one. Go to the next and then click finish. So fifth will be added to your list of already available package explorer. Okay. Now in this fifth, what you need to do, right click here and create a new folder. And let me give the folder name as LIB. This is the same process what we have done in the last class. Okay. Finish. Now in this library, what are all the softwares that are required for JOGL to connect with this Eclipse we need to do. So what are all the softwares we need to connect? I think you all have done this. You need to download this Glugen. You need to install this one, and you need to download the sorry, not this one, this one, and this. I think these three you have downloaded from the jogamp.org. Okay. So now you need to extract this one because I need to connect my Windows operating. I'm using Windows operating system. It related things I need to connect. If you are using Mac, that you need to do. So let us first extract this one. This is extracted here. So in the jar files you need to go. All right. So from these jar files, what are all the things we need to copy? Glugen RT we need to copy, and Glugen RT native Windows you need to copy. Okay. If you are working with Windows, if you are working with the Mac operating system, you need to use this one. Okay. And then glue and then JOGL all one thing will be there. Yeah, we need to copy this one and JOGL all native Windows. Where is that? Yes. So all these four you need to copy and then move to your editor. In the library, you need to paste that. Oh, I have deleted that. Oh, sorry. Paste. You can see all four are copied. Glugen RT native Windows, Glugen RT, JOGL native Windows and JOGL. I think I have copied the wrong one. Let me check that. Yeah, I need to copy this. I'll remove this one. Okay. All right. So these four I have copied into this LIB. Now after that, what you need to do? You need to select all these things and you need to build the path. So select build, add to build. So it will be added to your reference library. So this is the basic thing you need to do. Now after this, what you need to do? You need to create one Java class. You need to create. That is what the first thing is given. Let me give my class name as basic frame. Okay. Always remember the class name should start with capital letter. Okay. Finish. So this is my basic frame class is created. Okay. Now whatever program I have typed here, let me copy this and I'll paste it here. The same thing. Remember, you need to import all the related packages here. Okay. If you are using editor, if its related package is not available, no, it will be shown there. What I'll do, I'll remove this one. Okay, somewhere it is showing an error. What's wrong with this basic frame? You can see here, if it is not there, no, it will ask us to import. You can just import that. That's it. Here there is an error. What is this error? Invalid character delete token. What is that? All right. Done. So your program is ready with you and you need to save this one. I think this process you all are clear with this. So save this one and go to run and click on run. You can see here a frame has been displayed. Did you see all of you? So same steps you need to follow. So whatever we have written the code, you need to import all the related packages and you need to follow the same steps. As we are implementing GL event listener, all these four methods need to be overwritten. And then in the main method, the first thing is we need to set the profile and that object has to be passed to the that has to be passed to the capabilities, and then after that, what you need to do, that capabilities, we need to pass to the canvas, and we need to set the canvas, like what are all the events to which frame you need to connect that one, like this. And then this canvas has to be connected to your frame. So if you run this program, you can ignore the warnings and all. You need to, you will be getting this window displayed. So in the next class, I'll tell you to this window how to have our basic output parameters to be added here. Okay.